If you are anything like me, none of your family members have ever made $1 million. If you are anything like me, you didn't learn emotional intelligence in your household. If you are anything like me, people were not allowed to dream big, to talk big about themselves. If you are anything like me, if you dare to say, I want to be something that nobody in your city, nobody in your country has ever done, they're going to laugh at you, they're going to mock you, they're going to humiliate you. If you are anything like me and you think different and you act different because you are different, you get rejections, you get people calling you names, you get people putting you up, like, oh my God, here it comes this weirdo, oh my God, here it comes this person. If you are anything like me, you never felt the need to fit in because you always thought that you can be yourself and win by being yourself. If you're anything like me, nobody taught you how to believe in yourself, how to love yourself consistently, because you were surrounded by people who did not love themselves, because you were surrounded by people who did not believe in themselves. If you're anything like me, you are choosing to not let where you are coming from define where you can go. If you're anything like me, you are choosing to not let your past dictate your future. If you're anything like me, you understand that, well, I cannot listen to my father when it comes to self-confidence because my father is insecure, because my father is a liar, because my father never went for his goals or his dreams. You cannot talk with your auntie about how to succeed with your content, how to succeed with your creativity, because your auntie never did it, and because your auntie does not believe that you can become something and make something out of yourself, out of your family, with your own creativity, with your own ideas. So what do? You stop asking the people who haven't done what you want to do advice on how to do it. You stop listening to the voices of fear, the voices of negativity, the voices of hate, the voices of trauma, the voices of laziness, the voices of excuses. And you choose to go inward and listen to the voice of success, listen to the voice of growth, listen to the voice of prosperity, listen to the voice of upliftment, listen to the voice of positivity. And if you don't have those things close to you for whatever reason, Google, read, dive in, start your own library, start your own media in where you consume information that uplifts you, information that educates you, in where you can listen to the people who have done what you want to do. If I ask you right now, will you want investing advice from Warren Buffett or from your sister? I bet you're going to beat Warren Buffett, not because you don't love your sister, but because you understand that Warren Buffett have accomplished something that you want to do. So if you are anything like me, you are going to intentionally choose to listen to those who have achieved what you want to achieve. If you are anything like me, you are going to choose to walk the path of freedom, the path of success, the path of prosperity, even if that means being alone for years, for months, for weeks, even if that means people laughing at you, people calling you crazy, people making fun of you. Because if you're anything like me, you are not going to allow people's opinions stop you, people's opinions define you, because it's just that, people's opinion. People's opinion is not my reality, and people's opinions is not your reality. If you are anything like me, you understand where you're coming from. You have studied, you have analyzed the environment, the energy, the attitude, the mindset, the reactions of the people that raise you, and you are choosing to be different because you don't want to continue the cycle of poverty. You don't want to continue the cycle of drama. You don't want to continue the cycle of hate. You don't want to continue the cycle of procrastination. You don't want to continue the cycle of lies. You don't want to continue the cycle of desperation. You don't want to continue the cycle of depression. You don't want to continue the cycle of laziness. You don't want to continue the cycle of fear. If you're anything like me and you are choosing to break those cycles, don't stop. Even if the people, because you want to break the cycles, that the people that will want to stop you are the people who want to keep living in those cycles. If you want to keep lying, that's you, sister. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to be transparent. If you want to keep complaining, that's you, uncle. I'm going to take ownership. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to keep moving forward. If you want to keep being lazy, that's you, cousin. I love you, but I don't love laziness. I love you, but I don't want a life of laziness. I love you, but I cannot entertain laziness. If you're anything like me, you're going to tell your grandma, Grandma, I love you, but I'm not going to stay in the misery. I'm not going to entertain the family drama, the family dysfunction, just because it's family. I love you, drama. I love you, grandma, and I want my family to be good, my family to be real, my family to be truthful. And for that, I have to be truthful. And for that, I have to be real. And for that, I have to be me. Because by me allowing me to be me, that's the greatest way I can allow everybody else in the family to be themselves. If you are anything like me, you are going to go for what it is that you want. If you are anything like me, you use your struggles, your pain, your adversities, your weaknesses, your challenges as fuel to keep going, to keep believing. Because if you're anything like me, you believe that you can achieve anything you set your whole spirit to do.